all good. Kristi, I'll start with you. Commiserations on the loss today, but what did you make of the performance considering the short turnaround?
Yeah, look, it's the loss is disappointing for sure. But I think I think our effort levels were a lot better than the game in Perth. I think we were pretty embarrassed with our first half effort in Perth, even though they shot the lights out. But I think it's always tough to come home from Perth and then play today. But I think that we nearly gave 40 minutes of great effort. Nearly gave 40 minutes. Our last quarter, they had 28 points, look, I'm proud of the girls of the way we turned around from the other night, but it's still disappointing to get a loss.
Obviously, the defensive intensity was a lot more than that game against Perth. I think you held them to just 29 points in that first half as well. What was your message to the girls following that loss, just about the side's defence?
Can't really remember, to be honest with you. It was pretty short and sharp. I think for today it was just about making sure that our effort level was there, and just at half-time today it was about just like we had some great looks and we just didn't knock anything down, and it was just like our defence was great. I thought our game plan was exceptional. I think it was just more trying to relax the girls and just spot the ring and shoot it. Like we just needed to, it was like we were playing too uptight on the offensive end, and it was just about just trying to get people to be more loose in what we were doing on the offence, and I think we did a great job of that in the third quarter. And I thought our defence was exceptional in the third quarter. They couldn't really get much in that first 5 minutes, but I think we just got to be able to sustain it for 40 minutes.
There were also a couple of calls tonight, obviously 18 fouls against the side. What did you kind of make of that high foul count?
Mate, we've had that for probably the last 5 games, to be honest with you. I think in Townsville it was 26-13. I didn't even see the foul count against Perth because that wasn't one of the reasons. But, when you've got certain people singing out moving screen all the time, but then all of a sudden they do it and we get pinged for it and they don't. So, look, we just got to be able to play through that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's I don't know how many games it's been so uneven in that foul count. Like it's actually ridiculous. But our girls tried to hang tough tonight, and I thought they did a great job of trying to play through the unevenness of the calls. But what do you do? Honestly, what do you do? They're not going to change a call. They're not going to call anything, and they're not going to change a call. So.
And obviously, McKenna, I think this was her first game, one of her first games that she's actually started with the Flyers today. What kind of impression has she made on you since coming to camp over these last couple of weeks? Yeah,
Mac, look, I think for Mac, it's just like it's her second year pro. She's only a second year pro, and I think just getting used to our league, getting used to the style, getting used to the physicality. I thought tonight she was a lot better. I thought, she did start for us in Perth, and and she had some wide open shots, didn't knock them down, but I thought her intent was actually okay. And then tonight she looked a little bit more comfortable, and I thought she played all right tonight for us. I think, and she's learning all the personnel in our league, and it takes time to learn that. Like a lot of our girls that play here for a long time, they understand what other players do in other teams, but when you're new, it's not easy. And I just thought, tonight she was a lot better than her last game in Perth. And I mean, none of us were good in Perth, but I think, she's starting to feel more comfortable out there.
Maddy, I'll just move to you. Obviously, another 20-plus point performance for you. 18, but another really great performance for you today. How did you kind of view the match?
Look, it's frustrating and tough to take a loss like that. I think that we were in the game for the majority of it. Like Kristi said, we nearly put together 4 quarters of basketball and 40 minutes of it. So, to come out with the loss is it's upsetting and it hurts, but I think that the way the group responded from how we played in Perth was something that we wanted to do on the defensive end, and we definitely came out with a better defensive focus. But when teams make runs at us, we need to find ways as a group to be able to stay together and execute down the other end.
Obviously, that game did become a real grind at one point. How did you kind of find that?
Yeah, look, like I said, when teams score on us, we need to find a way offensively to be able to get through our offensive sets. I mean, sometimes we take the first shot, and I think that we need to find ways to be able to execute and find probably the better look inside, because we do have a big post presence. So I think that for us offensively, when teams do make those runs and like we're going score for score, I think we need to find ways as a group to be able to execute and get through our offense.
And just final question from me. Obviously, Kayla George, another double-double. I think it's like her 6th double-double of the season now. Just, Maddy, why do you think she is such a helpful and such a helpful person to play with and be on a team with?
Yeah, we're lucky to have Kayla on our team. She brings a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge. She's been playing the game for a long time, but I think she also, she can shoot the ball, she can post up, she can do it all. So I think that when she's in a pick and roll action or she's out on the floor, teams really do have to defend her, but she still finds ways to be able to execute and get shots up. But also she's been our leading rebounder for the season, and she's always in there getting those rebounds for us and making sure that we can get those second chance points. So I think, yeah, she does it all, and I think she brings a whole knowledge of experience for us.
Awesome. That's all I have. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
You went on a big run to start the third quarter. What do you think was working, and then what do you think changed when you allowed Bendigo to go on a run of their own?
I think it all started on our defensive end for sure. I think we locked them down in that first 5 minutes. We come out and we were a bit more free. We got some steals so we could get out on the break, and I think that's what we're pretty good at, is our transition. And then I think, I don't know if we just sort of took our foot off the pedal and didn't continue on with it. And in this league, you don't have time to relax. It's a league where it's so, I mean, most teams can beat anybody, but it's a league where you've actually got to be able to do that for 40 minutes. But yeah, I think it's a real learning curve for our players. And like I said, and I always talk about it, I suppose every time I come to a press conference, we've got to be able to put 40 minutes together.
It's been a tough 3 losses in a row. How are you going to turn around to face Canberra on Friday, who had a very high-scoring game today and quite a physical game?
Yeah, I expect it to be a war up there again. It's that's the way they play. They're physical. I don't expect to get any calls up there. So it's something that we have to play through, and it's something that hopefully we get a little bit of confidence from this game, even though we didn't win. Just the way we went about it, the way we played on the defensive end, and yeah, every game's a challenge. And I did say to our group, we've got to be able to win some games on the road to be able to make finals if we can win most of our home games. So it's a big challenge for us next week.
Despite the loss, what's it like to feel the support of the home crowd?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we're lucky. I mean, we do get a big crowd in at the State Basketball Centre, so to feel their energy and to have them ride every single wave with us is what we love. So to see fans in the building and to build the support that we get, we love it, and we also love that we get to give back to the fans as well after the game and spend time with them and sign autographs. So yeah, we love that everyone can get out and support us no matter the result.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.